4 days ago, yes, 4 days ago, I went to the theaters to go see 28 years later, Bone Temple, the next sequel in the 28 Days Later franchise from 2002 to the other one 28 weeks later in 2007 follows up with 28 years later part 1, and then the Bone Temple leads off to this year part 2. So 4 days ago I went seeing this movie, and is it better than the last one? Even though a lot of people walked out like, bro, dog, bro, like, a lot of the people walked out with 28 years later not liking this one. It was weaker, not fully mixed enough. The infected thinking that 28 years later was rushed out too fast. They weren't thinking correctly. What the fuck were they thinking with this movie? Some of the backheld shots were very unsecure. The characters with Jamie, Spike, his mom, Dr. In Kelson, the Alpha, the infected, and yes, Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal, voiced by Jack O'Connell. So is the Bone Temple way better than the last one? Yes, absolutely. The Bone Temple is way better than the last one. I walked out happy. I walked out with the biggest horror smile on my face. Like, yeah, it's peak. It's like the best sequel. Like, this might be my first movie of 2026 so far, starting with a sequel. But the Bone Temple was you got Dr. and Kelson, and you have Spike. And this is where they are leaving off. Back from 28 years later, part 2. And Spike, the son of Jamie, has decided to join Jimmy Crystal's, not Jimmy Crystal from Sing 2, but Jimmy Crystal from 28 years later, Jack O'Connell's character. You may know Jack O'Connell from Sinners. Yep. Remok, right? Yeah, that's his character. And he's gonna be in Godzilla X Kong Supernova. Jack O'Connell's getting busy there. Fucking Jimmy Crystal in Supernova. I'm in. I'm fucking in. But I walked out with 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I was surprised. It actually wasn't balls. It wasn't ass. It was way better than 28 years later. Like, I walked out, I saw 28 years later. I was fucking disappointed with the last one. It felt like dog shit. Like, 28 years later was dog shit. I don't think it wasn't good. But the Bone Temple, way better. Even fucking way better than the last one. So, the Bone Temple leads off with Dr. In Kelson trying to survive and provide the Bone Temple with the skulls, putting them in place, and he's like encountering the alpha named Samson, right? Cause I think Dr. Kelson is trying to cool him down, like saying the easy boy. Treat him like a fuck ass dog or something, like easy, easy. So he calms, nerves off Samson, and they have a fucking talk and they just sit down. So Dr. Kelson cures Samson, right? And then where we left off from 28 years later, we get Spike, who has decided to join Jimmy Crystal's Jimmy Gang, the Jimmies. Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal's gang. Are you ready? That's his sign, by the way. So, Spike joins the Jimmies. And then all they fucking do in the movie is just wearing wigs. Like, Spike feels like he's one of them, like one of the tribe. One of them. All that the Jimmies do, they fucking they think they respect the Lord. They think they have power. But they don't have fucking power. Like when Jimmy's dad, the priest, died in the last movie. The day of judgment. The infected are coming. Yes, my children. Ah! Like fuck, dog. I feel like Jimmy's dad, like I feel like he's coming inside, like he's masturbating that shit. When he trying to do his praise the Lord or peace sign, touting that shit to Jimmy. Now you're cooked. Yeah, he got fucking cooked at the last movie. And with 28 years later, The Bone Temple, this is not directed by Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle is the guy who directed the previous two movies. He has directed 28 Days Later. He has directed 28 Years Later, the last two movies. He did not direct 28 Weeks Later. Did he? Did he direct 28 Weeks Later? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But this is directed by Nia DaCosta, who has directed Candyman, the 2021 version. And I think she directed some of the Black Panther movies. I don't fucking know. Maybe it was Wakanda Forever. Maybe I think she was. Maybe she directed it. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So she has directed Wakanda Forever. And she has directed Candyman. And now with the Bone Temple, I was absolute infected. I was peak sequel. I really hope they go hard with the third one next. With the third one coming next. Dude. Spoilers. What I'm fun about to say is spoilers. So if you have not seen the Bone Temple, hop off this video. This is fun to be serious. My goat, Cillian Murphy, the guy from Peaky Blinders, the guy from Oppenheimer, who also appeared in the first 28 Days Later movie as Jim. Yes, my goat. Like the legacy characters that Sony does. When you add Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. as you got fucking Julie and Ray, right? For my I Know We Did Last Summer. And then Anaconda, you have Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube. Well, Cillian Murphy appears in the Bone Temple. In the ending. And bro, and he's with, and he has his daughter. His black daughter. I think y'all remember Jim's girlfriend in 28 Days Later. It was Naomi Harris's character. Fuck, I forgot what her name was, but so yes, Jim has a daughter now That's life-changing. And my goat appears in the ending of the Bone Temple. I Killian Murphy as Jim. Jim is he's one of these legacy characters that I really fuck with when it comes to I Know What You Did Last Summer and Anaconda. You got fucking Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr. You got Jennifer Lopez, J Lo, and then you have Ice Cube. Sony with their legacy characters, and then for the last one, the 28 Days franchise, you got Killian Murphy, legacy returning in the Bone Temple. From 28 days later, from 28 years later, the Bone Temple. Bro, I was so surprised. I was like, Killian Murphy, oh my god. Jim? I was like, yep, this is better than the last one. I fuck with this sequel. So I was happy with this one. I was really, really intrigued. But I was, not really. I wasn't happy with the last one. But fuck me, man. That shit was good. This shit was goated. 28 years later, the Bone Temple is goated. It's so good, man. Y'all can like a perfectly good sequel that didn't fuck it up. When it comes to the affected, when it comes to Dr. Ian Kelson trying to nerve down Samson, when it comes to Spike, Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal, and the Jimmies, the Jimmy Gang, right? They ain't what they think they were, right? Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal, you are an unholy, unreliable, faggot man. Go to hell. But, oh, this was a perfect sequel, man. Absolute infectedness. But fuck, this was good. I love this movie. I hope they continue making more with the third one. I hope the conclusion is moving forward to part 3 next. Cause I think Samson's actor was talking about 28 years later 5. Cause I feel like he hasn't seen the script yet. I think it was Ralph Fiennes' character, Dr. Kelson, talking about they haven't seen the script, but they're already working on this. They're already working on the script for the third one, but shit, we don't know yet. But anyway, y'all, that's gonna be it. I rate the Bone Temple 8 out of 10. It's fucking good, and that perfectly good sequel. And I hope Sony does more intentions with the 28 years or 28 days franchise, but this shit was perfect, and I'm glad they did absolutely peak justice with the Bone Temple. But yep. So yeah, y'all, that's gonna be it for today's video. So that'll be it.